Are you familiar with multi-grade education? Do you want to hear a story about multi-grade educators and their teaching experiences? If you do, just keep watching.
As discussed in an article published by Teacher PH, a professional online community of teachers and for teachers entitled The Life of Teachers in a Multigrade Class described multigrade classroom as a class consists of two or more different grade levels in a single grade classroom manned by one teacher for an entire school year. For an example, grade 1, grade 2, and grade 3 are in just one room with one teacher. It is often implemented in elementary schools located at remote and sparsely populated localities.
Further, multi-grade classroom where learners of various ages and grade levels are combined, especially in geographically challenged areas and where enrollment rates are low, are not exactly the ideal nor the familiar setup for teaching and learning.
Students, regardless of their age, learning abilities, and interests, are expected to participate and get involved as a group in the learning activities developed by the teacher in one classroom.
Therefore, teachers need to be flexible enough to strike the balance in dealing the students. The challenge concerns the teacher to stretch his time and effort in preparing the materials needed for the student's aid.
In a theoretical overview of multigrade teaching released by Muse or multigrade school education proved that in multigrade schools, a relatively small number of teachers try to be effective in their educational work while dealing simultaneously with a number of pupils of different ages, educational levels, and needs. It follows that for children to learn effectively in multigrade environments, teachers need to be well trained, well resourced, and be able to meet highly demanding teaching tasks and to hold positive attitudes to multigrade teaching. According to Sir Ham J. Diano, licensed professional teacher, Master of Arts in Education, this might be a challenge for teachers to teach students who are different when it comes to their age, but this will give them the chance to allow their students to develop socially and work collaboratively even to those older or younger than they are. It is the teacher's responsibility to be aware of on how to build respect despite of the students' differences.
Now, let's dig deeper on multi-grade teaching and know the experiences of those who have been directly involved regarding this matter.
On October 1, 2018, Romel B. Costales, Education Program Supervisor, published an article about Teacher Raisel's journey as a multigrade educator, which have been a great source of inspiration not just to multigrade teachers but for teachers in regular classes as well.
For 40-year-old Rachel R. Hugo, multi-grade teaching is not only the greatest challenge in her career, it is also her most fulfilling and significant accomplishment. What an optimistic viewpoint about multi-grade teaching, right?
As cited in the article, Teacher Rachel started as a multigrade teacher in a far-flung area in the municipality of Tanay, Rizal in 2011. As a novice educator handling multi-level pupils combined in one class, she had to cope with the daunting challenges of teaching in a diverse classroom and nurturing learners of different ages, behavior, and learning abilities. Teacher Rachel did her homework and so much more. With that being said, we can be certain that as much as possible, she wanted to provide quality and relevant education for her pupils. That's why she still works at home just to make it happen. Apart from this, she also reads a lot of books for her to understand how multigrade teaching effectively works. And finally, after voluminous readings and consultations with other teachers who handled multi-grade classes, she was able to fine-tune her teaching style. As she immersed herself in the community where transportation is not favorable, she became even more determined to master her craft and be competent so she can make a difference in the lives of her learners. In an interview, teacher Rachel shared in the I quote, "Being a multi-grade teacher is like having special powers. You target several competencies in one execution." Meanwhile, teacher Marlon Labitag, a multi-grade teacher who teaches grade 5 and 6 pupils in a multi-grade school for 8 years, shares his teaching style through conducting an actual demo teaching.
Magandang araw po sa ating lahat. At ako po si Teacher Marlon. At ako po ay isang multi-grade teacher for 8 years. What I'm going to do first, if the teacher is talking her in front. Anybody? Yes, Trina. What are you going to do if the teacher is talking her in front, discussing in front? Okay, very good. For grade 5. Where is group 1? In 5 and 6, please raise your right hand. Group 2. Group 3. Okay, very good. So please, have a formation in your group. Make a very small circle lang. Our review this time. For the grade 5, please read, everybody. Find the hidden message. Give the missing term to form a proportion. So I'll give you time to answer it, solve it, and find the hidden message. Grade 6, everybody read.
After a community campaign or reflects the amount of garbage entered at the household, decreased by 2 kilograms per day. By how much will their garbage decrease after 6 days? What is the average use by each person in Britain's household? If there are 4 of them in the family.
Okay. What is asked in the problem?
Truly, multi-grade teaching is about taking full responsibility to teach pupils across more than one curriculum grade within timetable period. Therefore, a multi-grade teacher should hold positive attitudes to multi-grade teaching and improve his or her quality of teaching by frequent training and studying in order for the children to learn effectively in the multi-grade classroom. Going back to Teacher Rachel's experience with multi-grade teaching, because of her hard work and dedication, she reaped numerous distinctions with barely 7 years in service.
On 2017, she was recognized as the most outstanding multi-grade teacher, the Coronation Outstanding Elementary School Teacher in the province of Rizal, and the Gawad Gampilan Most Outstanding Teacher for Elementary Level. She also received the Gawad Pagkilala in Edukasyong Multigrade and was a finalist in the regional search for Gawad Patnugot Most Outstanding Elementary Teacher in DepEd Region 4A. Among her innovations are research-based localization and contextualization of educational materials, which integrate government thrusts such as climate change, financial literacy, culture in the arts, and conservation of natural resources. Those achievements, awards, and innovations mentioned are only few of the many proofs of Teacher Rachel's success as a knowledge-oriented and compassionate multi-grade teacher. Regardless of remarkable distinctions for being a notable multi-grade teacher, Teacher Marlon, however, remained passionate for his work and continued to inspire others by showing commitment to his profession. For him, it is not easy to teach in a multi-grade class, but if you are equipped with the knowledge, skills, attitudes, and values, you will be able to do the task easily and happily.
To all multi-grade teachers out there, here's the short yet meaningful message of Teacher Marlon to all of you.
He said, and I quote, "To all multi-grade teachers, continue to keep the flame and shine like the brightest diamond."
Multi-grade teachers truly are the hope of society. They provide the education that improves quality of life, therefore bringing so much to both learners and society as a whole. They have the ability to shape leaders of the future in the best way for society to build positive foundations for future generations.
Specifically, they act as facilitators of learning to children being combined in one classroom, offer guidance and dedication to diverse learners living in the far-flung communities, and give them the power of education. They give children purpose, set them up for success as citizens of our country, and inspire in them a drive to do well and succeed in life. In addition, Teacher Rachel strongly believes that a public school teacher can transform a whole nation by focusing more on what the Filipino learners can achieve, less on issues that haunt the public education system.
Finally, multi-grade teaching is an important and appropriate way to help the nation reach its goal, which is the education for all. To promote effective and quality multi-grade teaching, it should focus more about classroom organization, student management, and ultimately, the successful transmission of multi-specific curricula. I hope you learned something from this video. Always remember to inspire others by doing your best to reach your dreams. Thank you so much!
I will fight for you. I always do until my heart is black and blue. And I will stay with you. We'll make it to the other side like lovers do. I'll reach my hands out in the dark and wait for yours to, until I can wait for you. I'll wait for you. 'Cause I'm not giving up, I'm not giving up, no, not yet. Even when I'm down to my last breath, even when they say there's nothing left. So don't give up on me. I'm not giving up, I'm not giving up, no, not me. Even when nobody else believes, I'm not going down that easily. So don't give up. will fight. I will fight for you. I always do until my heart is black and blue. And I will stay with you. We'll make it to the other side like lovers do. I'll reach my hands out in the dark and wait for yours too, until I can wait for you. I'll wait for you. 'Cause I